Hey, this is Trevor coming to you from Northwest Ministry Backstage Connect. Hey, I'm very honored to have the greatest guy in the world, Mr. Awesomeness himself. So tell us what's going on. How you doing, Gregg? What is happening in your world? What'd you eat for breakfast?
What did I eat for breakfast? Well, I went to Starbucks, which should really be called $4 because that's how much it costs to get out of the place. But I had a feta spinach wrap, and then I did my coffee and had a great time. You know, it's interesting. Last week I was in Ohio ministering in Columbus, Ohio, and I walked into a Starbucks and had my feta wrap and my Starbucks coffee, and there was a group of gentlemen there, a group of black gentlemen, which is a crazy way of saying it. How do you say that? Let's be politically correct. A couple of brothers, and they were having a Bible study, and they invited me into their study, and it was really cool to just be there. This Saturday morning, I was in the area here in the Northwest. And again, a group of white guys. Now, I can say that I'm a white guy. The group of white guys were having a Bible study in Starbucks. So it's good to see men getting together to discuss their faith and to discuss their responsibility as fathers, if in fact some of them are fathers, some of them are simply men. They may not have that category called father yet, but it was good to see men getting together to stay accountable to one another. And so, you know, what we've discovered, Trevor, is that if we're going to reach kids, we've got to have fathers and mothers totally connected to the process of reaching kids before they need to be rescued. So.
You know, that's so true. And I actually run my men's group out of Starbucks also.
Really?
So
Yeah.
It's a great place, especially here in the Northwest, to meet and greet. So, Gregg, you are running one of the most important ministries a lot of churches have overlooked and are still struggling to figure out how do we connect preteens to the gospel, how do we transition them from kids ministry to youth ministry. So tell me a little bit about the ministry you're doing and what's going on with J12.
Well, J12 continues to grow and develop. We've got more curriculums than ever. We've got a new one coming out on the fruit of the Spirit right away. Last week I was in Columbus and did another J12 encounter. We've done over 400 of them in local churches all throughout the United States and Canada. I got to lay my hands on kids, and of course at the J12 encounter they all get their own name badge with their name and their age. And so I say their name, I speak their age, and I declare the Spirit of Jesus at 12 on them. So we continue to hammer home at the value of a narrative like Jesus at 12 to be their own personal experience in their context, so that by the age of 12, they're saying, I must be about my Father's business. And we just love that.
I got goosebumps about that. You know, I think a lot of the churches, they want to get involved in this conversation about preteen ministry, not just figuring out curriculums, not just figuring out philosophies, but how can they get in touch with you? How can they get in touch with the conversation about preteen ministry?
Well, you can go to j12.com, j12.com, and you can communicate with us. We have social networks, obviously, included, and you go to our website and see all that. But we are serving the local church with literal value material. We have a program called L7, which stands for Live the 7 Words of Jesus, and it's a 4-week leadership development program for 10 to 12-year-olds. So, hey, give us a call by the phone or email or whatever, Facebook, and we'll connect with you and help you establish ministry to that age group in your church.
That's wonderful.
Important.
Hey, I'm so lucky. Gregg's been a good friend of mine in ministry for about 5 years now, I think. So he's definitely helped me a lot. So I encourage you guys to check him out. But this is Trevor coming to you live from Northwest Ministry Conference Backstage Connect.